In this module, you will learn about matter, materials, and substances. When you look around your classroom, you see chalk, benches, books, your teacher, and so on. These are all matter. Not only these, anything around us, including mountains, trees, the sun, the moon, the stars, water, and air. All these are matter. But what exactly is matter? Anything that occupies space, has mass, and can be perceived by our physical senses is called matter. To understand this, let us consider some examples of things around us, such as fruits in a basket, milk in a tumbler, or air in a balloon. All these things occupy space. The space occupied by any matter is called volume. Let us try to understand that matter has mass. For that, we will first take an electronic balance. Ensure that its reading is 0. Place a bunch of grapes on it and observe the reading. This change in reading from 0 to 500 indicates that the bunch of grapes has some mass, which in this case is 500 grams. However, we always refer to units like grams and kilograms as weight. What are mass and weight, and what is the difference between them? Mass is a measure of quantity of matter. Weight is the pull of gravity on matter. So, the reading obtained from the electronic balance indicates the quantity of matter in the grapes, which is its mass. On the other hand, if the bunch of grapes are suspended from a spring balance, it will give the reading of the weight. This is because the spring balance calculates the mass of the grapes in combination with the force of gravity on grapes. This downward pull of gravity on a certain mass is known as weight. Therefore, we can say that the mass of an object is always the same, but the weight depends on gravity. For example, as the moon's gravity is 1/6 that of the Earth, objects with the same mass will weigh 1/6 on the moon when compared to the Earth. The next aspect of matter is that we can identify many objects made of matter with the help of physical senses, such as touch, hearing, sight, smell, and taste. Thus, you have understood that matter is anything which occupies space, has mass, and can be perceived by our physical senses. However, as you know, all matter does not look the same. The matter we see around us exists in different forms or states, namely solid, liquid, and gaseous states. For example, water can exist in solid state as ice, in liquid state as water, and in gaseous state as water vapor. Each of these different forms of matter can be converted from one state to the other under different temperatures and pressures. This interconversion of matter plays an important role in our life. Hence, the study of matter is important to understand the various phenomena in our surroundings. Chemistry helps us to understand the matter in a systematic manner. It also deals with the composition of matter and their properties along with the changes in the energies of matter. In fact, The knowledge of chemistry also helps us to identify matter that can be made into different things for our use. Anything that is made of matter can be considered as a material. For example, wood, water, silk, and so on. Let us take the example of plastic. It is a durable, low-cost material which is a bad conductor of heat and electricity. It can be used to make things of different shapes and sizes, such as chairs, cookware, toys, and so on. Rubber is another material used to manufacture tires and other objects. Many types of materials are uniform in their composition. Such materials are called homogeneous materials. For example, the rubber used to make tires consists of only one kind of molecule, and therefore, throughout the tire, there is uniform composition. Similarly, oxygen gas contains only oxygen molecules and exists in a gaseous state throughout its composition. The materials which are made of only one kind of atoms or molecules, such that its composition remains same throughout, are termed as substances. For example, pure gold contains only gold atoms, whereas pure ethanol contains only ethanol molecules. On the other hand, a marble stone contains different colored grains of other materials along with calcium carbonate. So, unlike the previous examples, marble does not have a uniform composition throughout. Hence, marble is not a homogeneous material. It is a heterogeneous material. Heterogeneous materials have different compositions and properties in different parts. Therefore, materials can be classified based on their composition and properties. Thus, you have studied about matter, materials, and substances.